It took me a few weeks to create this diggable terrain in Unity using the margin cubes algorithm and the tree planner shader. When I was asked by Unity to test their new Unity AI during the open beta, I decided to see how much time I could save by asking it to assist me. This video is sponsored by Unity. In just a few hours, I went from an empty scene to a fully functioning digging prototype. Well, actually a fully functioning game prototype. So let me show you how you can use Unity AI tool to speed up your game development process. Unity AI comes with an integrated assistant window that can answer complex technical questions in the context of what is already in your project. It can even generate placeholder assets like this car or a custom texture to help you prototype faster. To try it out yourself, follow the link in the description to sign up for the open beta. In a new Unity 6 project, find the AI icon in the top left. If it's missing, just right-click, select Services and check AI. Click it, select Agree to install and you're ready. You can find the assistant under Window AI Assistant. To customize it, you can head to Project Settings to configure the AI Gateway. This way you can select another AI agent to be the brain of your assistant using the API key. There's even a native MCP server which allows you to connect a wide variety of external AI agents with Unity. Now that we are set up, let me walk you through the actual workflow. At the start of the project, Ask mode is your friend. If I'm not sure how to create diggable terrain in Unity, I may ask, I want to create a game where I have a terrain where I can dig holes. What are the common approaches to implement this kind of system? In a minute, we have an answer with quite a few possible methods. In the summary, we can see that marching cubes algorithm is one of the suggested solutions. Once we've settled on the approach, we switch over to plan mode. This is where the AI takes the big task and turns it into a concrete list of steps. It's the same thing that you would do with a big task like implementing Worms2D in Unity. You would start splitting it into manageable tasks using something like a Trello board. I want Unity AI to implement the marching cubes algorithm, which is great for smooth organic terrain. The algorithm requires a lookup table, and since AI can make mistakes, I would rather grab it from GitHub. I've prepared it as a C# script and added it to my project to make sure it's correct. In the assistant window, I add my prompt describing what I want to create, and it's always a good idea to add "please ask me any clarifying questions" at the end. To reference our C# file, we can right-click on it and select Add to Assistant. When you run the prompt, Unity AI starts analyzing your project to learn the context. It may ask read and write permissions. Select just once to have full control, but I like to select for conversation so that it can always perform this action. The plan mode is great because AI can ask us additional questions like what should be the size of the chunks, and we can clarify those details. When the plan is ready, we can review it and either approve it or give extra feedback to adjust it. When we're done, Unity AI will ask us if it should proceed with the plan. We are now in the agent mode, which allows Unity AI to make changes to our project. The first iteration is not always perfect. You often need to iterate by describing the problem, and you can use the plus icon to add a screenshot as a context. In the assistant package documentation, you can read more about how to structure your prompt more effectively by describing current state, desired state, and the technical details. In this workflow, you are acting more like a game designer, testing the project and giving the AI your feedback. Still, in 20 minutes, it has generated a working diggable terrain system, something that took me a few weeks. Honestly, this is pretty amazing, but a terrain system isn't a game. Next, I asked Unity AI to add a first-person player controller. Since Unity AI has predefined skills, it knows how to use the input system package or that it should import Cinemachine camera package when creating a third-person controller. After a minute, I can walk around and dig holes in the terrain. I also used AI to spawn new chunks as the player digs deeper. It all works, but it doesn't look great, so I grabbed a KaiKit character pack and added it into my project. I set up character animations and added onDig animation event. Next, I asked Assistant to connect the dig logic that we have to the onDig animation event of the player. AI is a powerful tool for handling things like terrain generation or animation wiring, but you're still the one designing the experience and deciding how all those mechanics should actually feel. To polish the game, I asked AI to create for me a tree planner shader and to generate placeholder grass and dirt textures. This improved the look of the terrain when I dig. I added more environment props, swapped the textures, and added gold nuggets that we can dig up and receive money for those. The UI is also something that the AI assistant can generate for you. Actually, Unity AI can do much more. It can help you profile your game to fix performance issues. I grabbed those city builder bits from KaiKit to test how AI can handle world building. I asked the assistant to use the models to generate a 2x2 grid of streets with a small town layout. Now, it didn't place every single street piece perfectly on the first try, but it managed to build a decent-looking town layout. I needed to manually fix the road prefabs and add the missing ones. But even with a bit of a cleanup, having a full layout generated in seconds is a massive head start for any game level. There is no denying that AI can really speed up the game development process. But remember, it's still just a tool. You're the one with the vision and the creativity to bring it all together. The Unity AI Open Beta is available right now. I highly recommend checking it out to see how it can fit into your own workflow. You can find the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.